Yes? Can anyone of you share it? Yeah, good. Yeah, a letter to a friend. Can you all see?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah. So, dear Suresh, Ramesh is writing a letter to Suresh. So, this is an informal letter. What is an informal letter? An informal letter is one which you write to your friends, relatives, or your uncles and aunts. Okay, so in informal letter, language will be very informal, like you express yourselves freely. But whereas in formal letter, you will use very formal language. So here he is writing a letter to his friend who came to meet him in Hyderabad, but because of his busy schedules, he could not meet him. So, how is he feeling after the friend has gone and how he feels nostalgic? I told you the word meaning nostalgic. What is nostalgia? I gave you the meaning. Remember, nostalgic means you miss good olden days, like you remember your good old days. And you feel you have a longing for that old days. Dear Suresh, this is Ramesh. I apologize for not meeting you during your visit to Hyderabad last week. Unfortunately, I had a meeting in my office. I remember how we enjoyed our childhood days in Manikonda village. So, Suresh came to Hyderabad, but he could not meet, Ramesh could not meet him because he was very busy. What is apologizing? Feeling sorry for not doing something. Your visit to Hyderabad last week. Unfortunately, I had a meeting in my office. I remember how we enjoyed. So here he is feeling nostalgic, like he's missing his good old days where he had spent nice time with his friends. Manikonda village. Every day we played together in our garden. Our family was very big. There were 12 members in our family. So you can write down the contrast. Previously, large families, now small families where there are one or two children and parents. I remember how we played in the moonlight. So, moonlight, though, in these apartments, you don't even realize that it is full moon day or any day, and just simply you don't even see moon for quite some time also. Our grandma used to give us fruits and biscuits. Our grandpa used to tell us fairy tales about the princess, warriors, and the village boys. Like I feel that this coronavirus time where we are sitting at home and doing nothing, like not very, very busy, we can understand that we can lead lives peacefully even without so many busy schedules. So this man talks about that good olden days when grandma and grandpa used to live together and grandpa would tell them stories, grandma would cook good dishes for them, and they used to have a kind of peaceful atmosphere in the house. Now I am working at Microsoft, a software company, Hyderabad, as a computer programmer. I am married and we have a child. So see the contrast. There they had 12 people in the family. Now there is one child. My works my wife works at Dell Hyderabad as a system analyst. You know, city life is quite busy. We start in the morning, leave our child at the baby's care center, and come back in the evening with faded faces because throughout the day they would be working and they would be definitely tired. So we come home tired. And where is the child? The child is put in the baby care center. That means she doesn't know any people around. Like she will be living in the midst of strange people. Not like later she might know, but otherwise she doesn't know any of them. They are not her aunts or uncles or cousins or anybody. And we come home with faded faces. We hardly find the time. Hardly find the time means that we don't have time at all. it is very difficult to find time to sit together. So somebody goes for first shift and somebody goes for second shift or whatever. And then by the time they could come home, they are very tired and they don't have time to sit together. And the child might be sleeping by the time she reaches home. Okay. See, children, all of you, please enter before at least 2-3 minutes because you will have another class before, but enter by at least 8:48. Sorry, 8:38. Don't enter in the middle, right? Ashwant, any problem?
No, ma'am.
Okay, we hardly find the time. That means we don't have time at all to sit together. Hardly means unable to, not possible. How disgusting, how really boring life it will be. We work with computers, think like computers, and live like computers. We have forgotten our family. So, this feeling of loss, this longing for something where everybody was together, I think had been there in the minds of the people for quite some time. Now, Corona has taught a lesson to us. If you simply keep running and running and running and keep destroying nature and keep destroying your emotions, then a day comes when you have to live with fear. In fear, nature will show its reality to you. Then you might understand. Like if you don't understand even now, life will be again back on the same tracks. So how we have forgotten our family. So in this running and running, people have forgotten their families. Like I was watching news yesterday. It was showing that one woman died and her husband is bedridden and nobody is there to conduct even the last rites because children are in US, they cannot come now. So family is totally scattered. One is here, one is there. So money, after some time, we should understand that it is not only money, but it is something else which should matter. So he says, we have forgotten our family. I remember how we played Gilli Danda. I don't think many of you know what is Gilli Danda. Huh? Hide and seek and kabaddi, and there are no grounds to play kabaddi or hide and seek because we live in very, very small places where there is no freedom. You cannot run around. If you run around, you will be disturbing your neighbors and you will be scolded. We went for swimming in our local tank every Sunday. If people go also, they go to the swimming pools, which are filled with what is some chemical they add so that the water remains fresh. So the freshness is gone. So we are going towards all kinds of artificial life. But he says in our childhood, we had all these. We enjoyed in a natural way, not unnatural way. Here we live in an apartment where there is no room to play. So there is no place to play. No room to play means there is no place to play. Our flat is our world. So not outside, but our flat, that is those four walls, those that box is our world. Just like a well for a frog, the world remains unheeded. So we don't know what is going on around us, and we don't know our neighbors. We don't know uh, many people around, and our box is our life. TV or whatever, we spend time with those, and we don't have time for each other. How happy we were in our school. We used to sit in the same row, did all the work together, and took part in the events. I remember how Padmanabhiya sir, our class teacher, appreciated us when we got the first prize in district science fair. So he is recalling all those good old days where Ramesh and Suresh, they had spent time together. I remember how we went on a picnic to Koil Sagar. There we went boating. Our tour to Sri Shailam was memorable. Still, I remember the green hills full of trees that almost touched the sky. I remember the roaring of the Krishna River at the dam. There is nothing here. So he is recalling the time which they had spent in the midst of nature, very happily, without any care, without any tension, how they enjoyed themselves. So, childhood days are very, very precious. Children, all of you must have some good memories. Enjoy, put aside your gadgets for some time and enjoy something natural. Okay, always on the phones, watching TV, which is unreal. So, get into the habit of using something natural. Okay, enjoy such things, play outside. Like now, okay, we know the times, but the times will change. When they change, you should not go back to the same old habits, and learn to enjoy very, very small aspects of nature. There is nothing here. I wonder at my child's silence. So the child has nobody to talk to. If mother is home also, she must be busy. Father also is busy. So then the child is spending her time on the phone or TV, or just simply silently. So I feel very bad for her, he says. He always sits in front of the computer and plays games, never caring for anyone, because he doesn't know, or he doesn't know how to interact with people. So he spends time on the computer games, which is very, very interesting for many of you, isn't that right? I remember the happy moments when our uncle visited us. He brought toys and fruit for us. Our aunt brought me a new dress for Dasara. How we enjoyed Deepavali. Still, I hear the sound of crackers. I can see the rockets flying into the sky, making the night full of light. So here we cannot even light diyas because it is not suitable for these kind of flats. So that's why all those things which they used to do when they were young, he remembers. Where are those days? So he has a longing, he has a nostalgic feeling towards those good old days. My child doesn't know his uncle or aunt. For him, uncle and neighbor are the same. So everybody is called uncle only and everybody is called aunt only. They don't know the difference between a close relative and somebody who is a neighbor, because that's how the situations are. So my child doesn't know who the real aunt is, in the sense like uh, who the relative is, who the family is. Sometimes I think of our childhood days. I think of grandparents, uncles, brothers, sisters. We missed them. We missed the joy of the family. See, even during sometime, many people used to go to their villages during the holidays. But now, even that is missing, because during the holidays, you have this class, that class, and you have so many assignments, so many things which don't leave you with any time. And the people have moved from villages to the cities. So there is no place for the child also to go and have some kind of different enjoyment. So that needs to be looked into. That needs to be worked upon, so that you have something different in your life, not the same. When you have to go to a picnic, you go to Wonderla, you go to something very man-made thing. Why? We can enjoy something which is natural. So learn to be in the middle of nature. Plan, like, see, if you people plan, it is not impossible. Think of different ways in which you can enjoy nature. We miss them. We miss the joy of the family. We miss their company. We are missing many things in this busy life. So why we are earning and why we are spending and why we are away from everything, nobody understands. They feel that they are missing, but what is the solution to it? We need to think. That is very, very important. So as children, it is very important for you to understand the importance of these relations and the importance of enjoying nature and doing something adventurous, not simply going on saying that busy, busy, busy. No, how to look at things from a different angle is very, very important. Suresh, I don't know where those gardens have gone. those fairy tales, those fruit, those words of love and affection. We have lost our real life in this unreal world. So the unreal world is run by computers, run by busy people, and run by always mechanical ways of doing things. So all that golden moment, like the old days where there were gardens, we went and played. So all those things are no more there. I am missing all of them, he says. But even then, see, when his friend came, he could not meet because of his busy schedule. So it's very important for us to make out time for our family, for our friends, for our recreation in the midst of nature. If not, life becomes so boring that nature takes over. Now you can see the time when nature has taken over. That coronavirus has made all of us understand the value of a kind of easing out, not simply running and running and running. So please understand this lesson from a different angle. Think a little differently. Anyhow, I am happy that I have found time to write to you. So at least I could write because I did not meet you and I did not have time at that moment. But now at least I'm happy that I'm able to write you. Please come to me. Let's remember our childhood days of joy. Okay, so he says, please sometime make time to come to me so that we can make out time to talk or to do something which really makes us feel joyful. Okay, have you all understood? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
right. Uh, read the lesson, Raghava. Can you read that once? Raghava, do you have textbook?
No, ma'am.
No? Others
No, ma'am.
who has the textbook? Does anyone have? Brudhasini, read the lesson. Brudhasini. Can you all hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Then why are you not responding? Okay. Now see the question and answers. We'll just discuss. In the class, if you respond, it will be better. Otherwise, one way it will be boring. Right? How did Suresh and Ramesh spend their childhood? So I want all of you to write down the answers on your own. Okay? Read the lesson 3-4 times. Then you will be able to understand the lesson properly and you will be able to write the answers. So make it a habit to write on your own at least. Now, later on, whatever you write in the classwork, that's different. But in your rough notebook, make sure you write on your own. Don't hesitate. This is the homework for today. Okay, if you don't do your homework, don't attend the class. I'm fine. Because if you don't do your homework, this class doesn't make any sense. Right? How did Suresh and Ramesh spend their childhood? They spent their childhood in Manikonda very, very happily. They used to play gilli danda and go swimming, all those which are there in the lesson, please write down. Why did Ramesh family move to the city? Ramesh family moved to the city because Ramesh and his wife, both of them are working in the software companies. He is working in Microsoft and his wife is working in Dell. So because of their jobs, they moved to the city. Yeah, share the screen. What change did you observe in Ramesh? Ramesh, after coming to the city, became so busy that he has no time for anything. Even when his friend came, he could not meet. Go to the question and answers. Questions, next page. Next page, Rinosh. Yeah. What change did you observe in Ramesh? So Ramesh came to the city and he became so engrossed in his work that he did not have time for anything. So they get to go to the office in the morning and come back in the evening, and they don't have time to sit together also. His lifestyle has become very busy. Okay. Do you think Ramesh is happy in the city? Why? He's definitely not happy because he feels that living in the flats, in the closed walls, is really very difficult and they don't have time for one another. So he recalls the days of his childhood where he was happily playing with his friends and lived in the family and who had time for each other. So all these that make him very unhappy in the city. What made Ramesh write to Suresh? Ramesh could not meet Suresh when he came to the city. He felt very unhappy that he could not meet. Now, when he had time, he thought he would write to Suresh. So he made sure that he wrote to Suresh. And in that, he talks about his memories, like their childhood memories, how they had spent time together, they enjoyed together, they played together, and they shared many things together. So that's why to express his feelings, he wrote a letter to Suresh. Okay, clear all of you? Understood? Complete the question and answers.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and
Yes,
I
ma'am.
should see your
Yes, ma'am.
answers on Saturday when we meet, all of you. Right? Do you have a class on Saturday?
No, ma'am.
Huh?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay then.
On Monday, you check.
Right. Okay, Monday we'll see. Okay? Right then. See you. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Bye now. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye. Join the class beforehand so that we'll continue. Right?